when I play basketball with, you know, older men that like, they no longer have their like burst of speed. They no longer have as much strength as they used to have. And I never really believed them that, you know, they're like, well, we had to change our game. We had to get smarter. Like, we just had to play different. I was like, nah, man, that's never gonna happen to me. Like, but as age creeps up, the reality is that stuff catches up to you and your reflexes kind of start to dull a little bit. You gotta play smarter.
We're losing this fight.
Yeah, yo, look me up, I be a boss like George Steinberg. Shine Ernie when I rhyme, brothers bringing they burner. Others bring it absurd, a lot of nerve for a nerd. I got plans for the herd, spread my news with the word. There's your crew on the curb, legit loot for the bird.
I don't feel like I have the same reaction speeds as some of these younger teenagers do. Maybe that's an excuse, I don't know. But it's definitely changed how I play a game like COD, because Call of Duty is so fast-paced. There's constant action all the time. I can't just keep running around all the time and hope that if I see someone else, I'm gonna win every fight. Find a good spot on the map that you know that you can cover, or that you can get hit by, or hit less by your opponent, so that you're not exposed just trying to run and gun the whole time. You know, maybe in the past, you know, like 3 years ago or something like that, I could do that and be like really competitive. There's this online thing of just, you know, if an opponent kills you and you didn't really like how they killed you because like they camped you or whatever, their chances are they're gonna come back to that same spot to get you again.
Friendly UAV above.
Now, being a wily old veteran, I guess, you know that they're gonna come back, right? To said location that you picked that you think is a good place for you to fight. So you mix it up, right? So by the time they come back next time, you're not exactly where you were, but you're still in that same area, so you can kill them again. That makes them even more angry. Comes back a third time, guess what happens? You're not in that same spot, but you're in that same area. Chances are you killed them again. Hopefully you get one or two of those guys, and there you go, you have it.
UAV ready.
It's so depressing talking about like being old and not being able to do things, but it's like the realization of trying to just find your strengths and like what you're really good at and just capitalizing on that. And the only way to stay competitive is to adapt and to realize, you know, your weaknesses and just pull forward your strengths and kind of not worry about the pride anymore of like, I'm gonna run and gun like those, you know, like the younger guys. Of course, you can always try to be more precise and accurate. Like, I spray too much. I feel like at the same time, you can't just feather all your shots all the time. Don't always get overzealous and go, oh, there's a guy, his back's to me, I'm just gonna chase him and get the easy kill. Because that's not always the case. Because one, either his friend probably just spawned with him, and more so in this game than anything else because of all the new movement abilities of just being able to, you know, double jump, sidestep dash, left, right. You know, they get hit a couple times and they frantically, you know, they just jump up in the air, or like, you know, they do things that they couldn't necessarily do in old CODs, and they get away from you. In terms of like loadouts, I mean, it's gonna depend on your level, of course. I mean, things like Scavenger are like really good because it gives you more ammo, so like if you do miss or whatever, you're not screwed trying to have to find another gun. Because until I got Scavenger, which unfortunately is later down, like I think it's like level 35, until I got Scavenger, it's like, okay, I'm kind of not the most accurate person, so trying to shoot people and I don't kill them, or if I kill all these people, then I'm not going to get ammo back. Scavenger is obviously like really good. Just to build upon that note, it's like don't always spam reload, because I think in this iteration it takes away bullets. So I mean, in terms of perks, if you're trying to slow it down and you're trying to just stay undetected, definitely want like low profile, blind eye, cold-blooded, blast suppressor. Those things kind of help keep you off the radar. Of course, silencer in your gun. Granted, even though like in this iteration they finally added something that detects a silencer, but not every player is going to use that. So all these things kind of help you stay hidden, so to speak, so it gives you more chances to not necessarily just be like, I'm gonna have a firefight with this other guy and you're gonna outright win. So like these things will help you, give you like those like slight advantages to keep you alive so that you can kind of pick your fights and make sure when you do pick your fight you hopefully win it. Because of all the movement now in the game, it seems like, at least right now in the early beginnings, like because not everyone knows how to use the movement, like to dodge and do everything well yet, the kind of like one of the best things to do is just try to be as high up as you can, because that gives you the most visibility of the map. People are going to be trying to jump around and like learn how to do their double jumps and stuff like that. And because they're doing that, if you're already high up, you'll be able to just pick them off in the air. And I think also, you know, the maps are kind of catered that way now because they want you to use the movement.
Kill confirmed.